1. Two teachers in the staff room.
Oh my goodness, I'm having such a hard day. I can't get my students to take notes. It takes them so long to write things down. And they look like they're bored out of their minds. And poor little Jimmy. I think he's a kinesthetic learner. And he always wants to touch and fidget with everything. It says that he needs visuals and hands-on activities in his IEP, but I have such a hard time meeting his needs. Do you have the same problem in your class?
Actually, I use graphic organizers to help my students take notes, and I find ways to get those kinesthetic learners doing group activities to stay engaged. I find it works really well. Have you heard about T-charts, mind maps, KWL charts, web diagrams, or concept maps?
No, I haven't. What are those?
Those are some of the graphic organizers I use in my classroom. They're fabulous. I'll show you what they look like on this website that I found. It's called www.worksheets.com. It has tons of worksheets that can be generically used in all subjects or can be subject specific. The link I use most is called Graphic Organizers, and it's listed under Miscellaneous Topics. Here, you can choose from a variety of organizers that would best suit your lesson and your students.
And graphic organizers really work for your students? How come?
Not only do the graphic organizers help students organize the information they're learning, especially for those visual and kinesthetic learners who require structure in order to take effective notes, but I think it also creates a sense of ownership over their learning. Rather than doing pure teacher talk, I can have my students work in groups and use an organizer to problem solve and plan out their thoughts. I also think this improves their debating and listening skills as they have to work together to complete the organizer in a way that they're all happy with. I recently read an article by Sanjeet Joel, a primary school teacher who implemented graphic organizers into the math department and greatly improved scoring across the board. Teachers in all subjects are starting to see the benefits of these organizers.
Cool. What's the name of the article?
It's a long one. Are you ready? The efficacy of creating instructional tactics, strategies, and graphic organizers in teaching and learning mathematics in grades 4 to 7 learning pods. TICASOGOIDL for short. Ha ha!
That's a mouthful. Thanks. I'll read it tonight. And maybe try some graphic organizers with my students tomorrow.
Enjoy! It's a great resource.
Scene 2. Using graphic organizers in the classroom.
Good morning, class. Today we're going to try something a little different. We're going to work in groups and use something called a T-chart. Have y'all heard of a T-chart before?
No.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is work in pairs. I'll number you off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, if you need any help, I'll be walking around the classroom to check if you're in trouble. So, here's the T-chart. What you do is on one side of the chart it says vegetables. On the other side it says fruit. I've given you 10 photos and I want you to place them in the section of the chart that they belong. For example, an apple will go in what section?
Fruit.
Yes, and celery will go in what section?
Vegetable.
Exactly. Now try it with your groups and then we'll share with the class.
I have a carrot. I have a carrot. That goes over here. Wow, this is easy. Yeah, this is so much better than PowerPoint. We're done. We're done.
Wow, that was so fast. How did you like that, Jimmy?
I get it. I can see the differences now. That was so much fun.
Wow, that really worked out well.
Scene 3. Later that day in the staff room.
You won't believe how great the graphic organizers worked today, even with Jimmy. He did so well and was so proud of himself. I'm going to look into that website you showed me and try a few other organizers too. I don't know if they will work for everybody, but students can at least have the option to choose to use them instead of the traditional note-taking, if they want.
Awesome. Spread the word. I think other teachers should see how well these organizers work for all learners in their classroom.